This is Mario Lemieux, also known as Super Mario. Fresh off 2 consecutive Stanley Cup victories with the Pittsburgh Penguins in 1991 and 1992, Lemieux was on a roll heading into the 92-93 season. To no surprise, Super Mario went on to absolutely dominate the league. After only 1 month, he had already tallied 36 points over the course of 11 games. The domination would go on, and by New Year's Day in 1993, Lemieux had stacked up 101 points in his team's first 39 games. Not only did that lead the league by staggering 34 points over Pat LaFontaine of the Buffalo Sabres, but also put him on track for 218 points by season's end, meaning that if Lemieux continued to play at the same pace, he would have a shot at Gretzky's seemingly unbreakable single-season scoring record of 215 points, set 7 years earlier. But everything was about to take a turn for the worst. The 12th of January 1993, some horrible news surfaced.
Mario Lemieux. He seems so untouchable on the ice, but now Mario Lemieux has been touched by cancer.
What once was an innocent battle for points on the ice had now turned into a battle of life and death. One day, Lemieux noticed a lump on his neck that kept growing. It turned out it was a swollen lymph node. Luckily, doctors were able to remove the swollen lymph node. Unfortunately, testing revealed that he had a type of cancer that attacks the lymphatic system called Hodkin Lymphoma. Mario was heartbroken after receiving the diagnosis, stating that he could hardly drive home because of the tears and that he was crying all day. Luckily, there was still light at the end of the tunnel. Doctors gave Lemieux a 90 to 95% chance of recovery, but Lemieux would need to go through radiation treatment 5 times weekly for at least 4 weeks, and possibly longer. And while he might be able to make it back to the ice for the playoffs, radiation treatments are known to have severe side effects, most particularly fatigue and weight loss. These side effects are pretty brutal for someone who plays professional ice hockey for a living. Mario started the radiation treatments at the start of February, and while undergoing treatment, the thoughts were racing in Mario's head. He thought about hockey, the game that he loves, and the pain of his long absence from it. And he wondered more than once if he ever would be ready to return to the NHL. While undergoing the radiation treatment, his rivals had chipped away his huge lead on the point leaderboard. Pat LaFontaine had turned his 33-point deficit to a 12-point lead. Other notable players were catching up as well, with Adam Oates, Doug Gilmour, Pierre Turgeon, and Steve Yzerman, all within 5 points of Lemieux. Mario later revealed in an interview that he thought about it even during radiation, and that he was determined to come back and regain the lead. To the hockey world's joy, Lemieux's recovery was out of the ordinary, 1 whole month ahead of schedule, and on the morning of March 2nd, 1993, Lemieux underwent his 22nd and final radiation treatment. That same day, the Penguins had an away game against the Flyers. Despite having missed 23 games and not touched the ice since his diagnosis, nothing was going to stop him from playing that night.
And there is the hand for Mario Lemieux, 66 of the Pittsburgh Penguins, who comes into this game trailing.
The normally hostile Flyers crowd gave Lemieux a standing ovation as he entered the ice, a beautiful moment in NHL history. But one question still remained. Would Super Mario be able to play at the level he did before his diagnosis? In the first period, Lemieux was held off the score sheet, but early in the second, he was officially back in business, ripping one past Flyers goalie Dominic Roussel. He also picked up an assist later in the game. The scoring chase was on, with Mario determined to win the scoring race. During the final 6 weeks of the season, Mario went on to play one of the most insane 20-game stretches in NHL history. Despite being weakened by the radiation treatments, he scored 30 goals and notched 26 assists. By the time the regular season ended, Lemieux had not only erased his deficit in the scoring race, but he finished 12 points ahead of LaFontaine. To top things off, Super Mario's comeback also overlapped with a 17-game win streak for the Penguins, which is still the NHL's record. Mario's 92-93 season is undoubtedly one of the greatest offensive seasons in NHL history. 160 points in 60 games while undergoing cancer treatments. I'd be surprised if we ever see numbers like that ever again.